Welcome back. If you work outdoors, then summer can bring relief from cold, harsh winters. But with the warmer weather can come some other hazards.
That's right. Mike Bertling from McLario Firm is back with some common injuries and what can be done if they happen at work. Good to see you again.
Hey, good to be back.
Yeah. You know, I think that's true. Like, we think about slipping and falling on ice, and that's a real common thing in the winter, but summer kind of brings some new things. So what are some common work-related injuries that sort of present themselves this time of year?
Well, you know, because it's warmer out, you're having the businesses that need the seasonal weather to go out and do their thing. And so we have a lot of spine injuries, lifting injuries, people who do landscaping, who are painting, maybe doing some carpentry work that needs the outdoors where you have to have good weather. And so we do see a lot of spine injuries from lifting and moving about outside.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, especially because we've been sort of like in hibernation, and then all of a sudden we get active, and I'm sure that's hard.
Even more so with the pandemic, people weren't moving as much.
Absolutely.
Right.
What should someone do if they get hurt? Because I think people it's good to know you have a go-to plan.
Yeah, and that's really important because so many cases that are legitimate have difficulty if they don't do the right thing in the very beginning. First off, what's important for people to realize is there's two kinds of injuries that can happen on the job that bring workers' comp. The first one is the obvious one where you fall down and you break something. It happens right then and there.
Yeah.
The other one is that happens over time. If you lift a lot constantly and you kind of wear down, that's another type of an injury. So what's really important, the most important thing is that when you do begin to feel pain or have a problem that you suspect is from your work, that you report it to your supervisor right away. I have a lot of cases where people get hurt, and it's, it makes sense. They're hurt on a Friday or a Thursday or a Wednesday, and they think, I'll just see how it goes. Totally. It'll go away. I'll just work it out.
Yep.
And then it gets worse, and they come back on Monday and they say, hey, I hurt myself last week, and then people start to wonder and they question. And so it's important to report it right away. The other thing is when you go to the doctor the first time, make certain you tell them it happened on the job. It occurred when I was doing this.
Will
That's
doctors
important.
put that in the notes generally if you say that?
Oh yeah, and and that can really hurt a person who doesn't mention that or who isn't clear, because then the workers' compensation insurance carriers are going to go back and look at that first note and say, hey, you didn't even mention work here. You just talked about an achy neck, and so that can be used against a person.
See, that's so frustrating, because don't you think that our general tendency is to minimize our problems? And especially, you think about back, or, like you're kind of thinking, oh, well, I just maybe have a sore back, or I'm getting older, or I pulled something. And yeah, you don't think about it. So I think these reminders are so valid and important for people. But when do you actually consider reaching out to an attorney in this process?
Yeah, and what I tell people, and what works well with workers' comp for people, is that the way the fee structure is set up, there really is no reason not to contact a lawyer. And I'll explain that. Because there's only a fee in workers' compensation if the lawyer goes out and gets something from the workers' compensation carrier that they wouldn't be getting otherwise. So somebody can come and see me, and we can talk about things, early on, and even when they're getting paid for being off of work or getting their bills paid. But things are starting to get a little strange, and they're starting to hear things, and they're starting to kind of feel like they're, the insurance company's questioning things. They can come see me, and they could hire me, and I can kind of not make myself known, but I can answer questions if they call me while this is going on, because if everything works out fine and I don't need to become actively involved, frankly, there's no fee. And so it's free to the person. And it's only when there's a fight and I go out and get you something that my fee is 20% of that amount.
Otherwise, you're not paying to retain you or any of those fees people have heard about before.
No, and again, there's really no reason not to do that, because people have questions, and then they can call me and say, my foreman said this, what should I do? Or they want me to see one of their doctors. Yeah, what should I do? And I can help them with that.
I would think explaining your fee structure is a very important part of, especially maybe a first consultation or a first call, so that people understand and feel comfortable with that part of the process.
Right, yeah.
But important to get those questions answered, because people are documenting what you say.
Yeah.
So if you help people, that's no cost to them unless you have to take it to because it's an issue.
And people do, it's the workplace, and it's their job.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily want to rock the boat, and that's why, like you said before, people kind of want to just put it in the background and say it's going to go away because I don't want to make a big deal.
Yep. Don't want to be a problem.
Yeah, and so having a lawyer come, busting in there right away the day after you're hurt, people don't want to do that, and I get that, and we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think that's very comforting for people.
I
Really
do
important to know what to do if you get injured at work. Thank you so much for your time
Well,
today.
thank
Always
you.
great to see you. Call the McLario firm for a free consultation. And if you have any questions about workers' compensation, they have a special YouTube page, which is filled with tons of videos on their topic. The number is right there on your screen. It's 262-251-4210.
And it's free.